Hey guys, what's up today? This is me, Dal Su, with a brand new series, Banished. We're going to go after the Mountain Man achievement. We're going to be playing on vanilla, as you have to do to get achievements, of course. And I'm told that this is very, very tough. It's a lot tougher than the mod that I usually play with Colonial Charter. There are less options. So the Mountain Man accomplishment basically is that you have to play on a mountainous map that's small with harsh climate conditions, and you have to keep a population of over 50 for 20 years, I believe, is how it goes. If I'm wrong about that, well, we'll figure it out. But anyway, we're going to name the town Jeremiah after my favorite mountain man. If you've never seen Jeremiah Johnson, Robert Redford is awesome. So go check that movie out right away. And let's get started. So I'm a little bit nervous here because I've been told that this is a serious challenge and can be really, really hard to get right. So we're going to do our best. No promises here, but I am an experienced Banished player, although I usually play with mods, like I said. Look, see, this is the main difficulty, right? There's so little space. Everything we do has to be sort of highly thought out because we really need to conserve our space. And if we don't, we're gonna be in a lot of trouble. So, how are we going to do this? The first thing we're going to start to think about, obviously, is we definitely want a, whatever you call it, like a module or a pod that contains a, well, eventually it's going to have a forester, but at first it's just going to have a gathering hut and probably a hunting lodge. And then you can also add the guy who gathers medicinal herbs and then the forester later. So those are efficient depending on how thickly the trees are around them. So to see what I mean, let's look for, it's been a while since I navigated all these menus. But basically, if I want to go to food production here and look at the hunting lodge is going to be efficient based on how much area around it is thickly wooded. So about, I don't know, a good half of this circle would not be producing food for me. So that sucks. This is a much better spot, but can I get over that hill? I don't think so. We'll have to see about that. I don't think I can start off here as my main place, so we'll test that and see if we can get over that little hump. But I don't know if that's going to be a possibility or not. So this is looking like the only place where it might be possible, and it's a little bit of a less than ideal situation. We could also come over here with it. Of course, that's going to necessitate the building of a bridge, but then again, so is this. We're going to have to build a bridge over that if we want to get there. So that's all stuff to think about. But the first thing I think we should do, and definitely, is houses, because you want to get people in and out of the cold. We want wooden homes. That's going to be fine. We've got 40 iron, 120 logs, 60 stone. So let's see if we can do this. I think we're going to probably be assigning most people to builder right away, although it will involve some laborers as well. Let's start with 4, okay? So we have 1, 2, actually we don't need to count it this way, we can just look. We have 10 adults, 13 children, so I think 5 houses, maybe 4 houses would do it. Let's see if we can get 4 houses to do it for us. I think we probably can. We want to get them as tightly packed as we can. We also want to consider that they should be close to everything. Now I'm giving it a second thought. It might be possible to start off with a gathering hut there. Or even possibly a fishery. Now, a fishery's not going to work because we don't have the lake for it. Okay, so fishery's not going to work. We know that. I'm not sure. It's possible we might have some seeds since we're on medium condition. We have potatoes. I think we can plant potatoes, actually. But that's not a great way to get your starting food. What you need is a good gathering hut set up. And man, if we could just get over this hump. You know, it's possible that they would be able to find their way over there. I'm just not sure about it. How much would this tunnel run us? It would be 80 stone. That is stone, right? 80 stone, We have 60 stone. There is also stone around here, and getting to the other side of that hill would be huge. We'd use all this space for our hunting and gathering, and it would be right next to our houses. So actually, that might be a good plan. Is to gather some early stone, because we don't need it for anything else, really. Eventually, we will need a quarry, obviously. But we've kind of got to build that tunnel. There's sort of no other way to go about this. But anyway, let's get started with our houses. And I know I want them to be centrally located, but I sort of need to think about it here. Probably the best thing to do would just be to pack them in as tightly as we can right here in the center, and just leaving a space only for a road. So we also need stone even for those most basic of houses. So am I going to do 6 or am I just going to start with 4? Let's just start with 4. And then hopefully that'll be enough to put everybody to work. They're going to go pick up tools and coats and stuff like that. We need to keep an eye on the temperature. We are playing in harsh conditions. Thankfully we have these stored potatoes. I don't know if I should try to rush planting those potatoes. I don't think that would be a good use of my time. So the children aren't going to be able to do anything right now, but everyone should be busy. Well, at least until these are brought. Okay, once these are all brought, I'm going to switch my laborers to gathering stone, I think. Yeah, okay, so everything's been brought now. So we need 8 builders to get this done really quickly. I think we can function with 4. And we can have the other 6 gather stuff, right? So you have to forgive me, I'm used to the different menu. But these right here would be great. These right here. Anything that's super close, that's iron, so we'll leave that. And let's go ahead and grab all that. I don't want to give them too many orders right off the bat, because then you can't really, you lose the ability to sort of control them. Alright, so everybody's got a job except for you. Yeah, there you go. Nobody else better be standing around, not right now anyway. Yeah, go to work. Takes them a minute to sort of get the idea, but they're going to go to work. Meanwhile, these houses are coming up. We might have to build more than 4. Alright, we got all 6 laborers now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Getting our stone for us. Is that a child? It is, unfortunately. We don't want our population to really grow right now. We want to keep it where it is. We got 2 houses up, and they're like immediately filled with 4 and 5, which is good news. So yeah, I think we can probably get away with just the 4 houses. We'll see though. Yeah, this tunnel basically has to I don't know, it's almost like as if we could just walk over that hump. I'm not going to waste the money on the tunnel if we can just walk over the hump. But it's going to take a lot of time to even test that. I guess what I do to test it is go ahead and say collect this stone right here. And see if they manage to get there and how they get there. Of course, it's sort of using up our precious time, which is probably our most valuable resource right at this moment. But, I mean, so is building a tunnel. So if we can save ourselves the trouble of building that huge tunnel. Of course, they're going to have to get this first. But it looks like they're making pretty good progress on it. And I'll be able to switch a few more into labor right now because this last house is coming up. So we got all of our people into labor. We are obviously going to need a woodcutter next, but I first want to get this situation handled with possible gatherer's hut because that's most important. That's food. Okay, so food and firewood are going to be the 2 most important things. After that, we can get a hunter. A hunter is going to get more food and leather for us. Leather is going to be used to make clothing, so that's all going to work out very nicely. We're still in early spring, thank God. They're taking their time with the stone. I mean, if it's the case that we don't really need the tunnel, we might be able to get by without doing all this stone, but... Okay. So that stone that I assigned over here has not had any activity on it. No one's even trying to go over there as far as I can tell. And you know, we still have a few homeless people. So we're going to have to build a new house. Yes, I know the reserve of firewood is low. That's going to be a major problem. The thing is, though, they all have firewood in their house, so it's not a huge problem as of yet. But we do want that. We do want that firewood chopper soon. Let's grab one more house. And I'm probably only going to assign one builder. It looks like one person actually grew up. We need to get our... I usually play with the event log open. So, tell me that this person is going all the way around. Okay, we don't want that. She's going to try to go all the way around. Is that what she's going to do? Yeah, we can't have that. So I need to cancel request. Let me just make sure that that's what's going on. Yeah, we can't have that. Cancel. I don't know if she's going to still go all the way over there or what she's going to do, but yeah, now she's turning around. Very good. Okay, so we know that we have to build a tunnel. We've established this. So let's think about it, right? Let's plan it out because this tunnel is going to be a very important part of our plan. I'm surprised you can even do tunnels. I thought that was only a modded thing, but apparently no, you can do tunnels. It's 4 per unit of length. So we want to make it as short and as sweet as possible. So we can do this for 48 stone. Is there any way to make it less than 48? This is going to be 56, so it looks like this is the place to do it. And actually, we can do it for 44. All right, let's get that done. That's going to be just builders, or I guess the laborers will have to bring it the stone. Yeah, okay. Because I'm a little worried we might have some idle laborers right now. Yeah, we do. But they should have their hands full now bringing that tunnel over. Or bringing the stone over to that tunnel. There she goes, okay. She's going to bring stone over to that tunnel. I think we have yeah, we have enough. Just barely. But we've got to get that tunneled through. And then that's going to require some builders, obviously. Hopefully they can finish this house first. Let's let the people bring the stone over there. And then we'll see where we stand. We need several things. We need a fire chopper pretty soon. It just changed from early spring to spring. But mostly we're going to be in trouble. The first trouble that we're going to have is food. So we can survive with enough food. We'll be okay. I'm a little bit worried because building this tunnel is going to delay our first food gatherer. A little bit too much, actually, now that I think about it. By the time we get tunneled through, it's probably going to be too late to really generate... What are my other options? I mean, there's not enough space for anything meaningful here. I suppose this guy could get some food going. There's no place for any kind of fishing to happen, is there? Let me see on my map here. There's really not. There really ain't any place for fishing. So we gotta go to the other side. That's the only thing we can do, and we're gonna have to just wait for that tunnel to get done. That's our only option. So, all I can say is, let's just hope that we tunnel quickly. Yeah, everybody's bringing stone right now. After, I guess, the second load, we'll probably want to switch some people to being builders. Waiting on this builder to finish this damn house, but she's probably sleeping by now. Actually, she's over here, huh? Okay, so we got our stone delivered. So we're going to want to switch just about everybody right now to builder. There's no reason to have laborers right now. We're not really moving anything around. We just want everyone to focus on getting this tunnel dug. And it's only going to hold 6 builders anyway, but at least with 12 people, that someone will always be there working. So that's what we want. We want someone always working on both of these. Go, go, do it. Everybody's stopping to get some food now. No, you're a child, that's why you're idling. Everybody's got to get some food. All right. Fair enough. Lunch break. Seriously, we got to get this tunnel done, and as soon as the tunnel's done, we are going to go with a probably gatherer and hunting cabin right away. So we need to make sure we've got the resources for that. Actually, we don't have enough for both. We have 30 wood. We got enough for this, and then we will soon have enough for this as well. And then the next building that we're going to want is going to be the firewood chopper, which doesn't require that much. We might be okay here. Just maybe. It's so much simpler than the mod, which is kind of nice in a way. And we're going to want to see if we have any crops. I don't know if those potatoes... I assume those potatoes can just be straight planted. Crops are not going to be a great way for us to get food. There's just not enough space on the map, like for serious agriculture. But we are going to want to have some. All right, let's see what's going on here. This builder is idling. He should not be unless this is totally full. And I guess we must have 6 people working here. Okay, so I'm going to lower this. And then while these guys are sort of waiting around, they are going to gather some stone from here. And of course gather some wood, because we don't want you standing around. Yeah, grab all that while you're waiting. No one's moved into this wooden house for some reason. I assume they will. Yeah, okay. Cool, he doesn't have firewood, of course. And we got the tunnel done. So close. So we're going to want to start construction immediately on the gatherer's hut. Now I want to make this as well placed as I can. We almost have enough room for 2 over here. So this is going to be like our main food generation area. I think that works nicely, so let's get started on that right away. I know it's a little bit far away. We are going to want a house or 2 over here to help it out. But we have all the resources we need. We've got laborers to deliver. We've got some builders still working. We'll, I guess, lower it to 3 so that... I'm not sure what the best way to do it is, but... Anyway, we successfully tunneled through. We still have some potatoes left. It is still springtime. Our next move is going to be either the fire chopper or possibly the hunter. It just depends on how I'm sort of feeling about our food levels versus our closeness to wintertime, because we are going to need that firewood. But for right now, just getting all that is going to be just perfect. This house actually doesn't contain any firewood. All the food's gone from the barn now, and people weren't joking when they said this was a challenge. It's going to be rough. We just got to make ready for winter, basically, is all we can do. And it is going to take a while to get this, where is it? The issue is, okay, so when builders go to build something that's kind of far away, they tend to just work on it a little while before getting hungry and running back. So that's a little bit of a problem. We do want at least 1 or 2 houses over in this area as soon as we can. That's another thing that we're going to have to build. But for right now, I'd be happy if we could just get some of the goods delivered over here. Can we? It's because my laborers were assigned that work. And I hate how you can't see the imprint. There it is. Okay. So we just need people to start delivering the stuff. Can we do that? So why are you idling? It's probably just going to take her a minute to realize. And if it takes her longer, I'm going to have to... I wish there was like a whip you could crack or something in this game. But there's not. Where is everyone? Seriously. Idling, idling, idling. Why are you idling? Are you telling me that you can't get through the tunnel? What are you telling me? Why is everyone idling here? You should be delivering goods, unless there's an issue with the tunnel and the pathfinding's not working. What if I tell you to take some of that stone? Are you going to go through the tunnel, or are you going to go all the way around? Okay, here we go. They got through. I just maybe didn't realize that they were coming through here. Oh, right, you know why? It's because the builders are actually responsible for clearing the spot. See, I forgot about that. Yeah, the builders are responsible for clearing the spot. So we're going to give them a few more builders here, but it looks like the tunnel is working. Good news. I was a little worried there for a second. But yeah, so you got to get the builders to clear the spot first. I should have known that as a long-time Banished player, but hey, not perfect. Anyway, we're going to lower the speed back down because I want to have complete control over everything. Yeah, see, here's the issue now. They're going to have to go back every time they get hungry or some shit. Meanwhile, we want to make sure none of our laborers are idle. Okay, seems like they're... Wait, I did see an idle one there. That's not cool, man. Yeah, see, it's just hard to get stuff done. That's way the hell over here. We need one more thing removed. It's going to take a while because the idlers won't do it. Or the laborers won't do it. But that's going to be the start of our food production, so it's very, very important, obviously. I think I've reinforced that point enough times here. I'm tempted to go ahead and plop down the firewood cutter, but I don't want to distract from this very important thing we're doing over here. Okay, so now the laborers are going to be able to help out. We'll lower the number of builders. Hopefully they can finish up this little work I told them to do very quickly and get over there and get this place set up. We also want a house, of course. I think it probably makes sense to go ahead and throw down the house. We'll throw it down right on all this stone. Now, this house is a little bit of a risky move. Number one, because it might cause our population to grow when we don't really want it to grow. Secondly, it's going to possibly tie up some more builders that I need. Also, it's going to take some of my resources that I was thinking about putting into either the fire cutter or the hunting lodge. But I think we've got to do it because otherwise the back and forth, even once the gatherer starts working, we want the gatherer to live there so that she can work. That's not that far from our home base, but it's also not that close. So that's a little bit of a problem. But what else can I do? I mean, I can't make it any closer. I, like, physically could not be any closer, really. Is time going here? I can't tell if I'm paused or not. There, let's go. Let's move it. Stop idling. There's no welfare here in Jeremiah. Gotta pull your own weight, son. Alright, guys, well, I think that's a good place to stop the episode. I think we're off to a good start, although, you know, it's entirely possible that we all starve to death. But we're going to do our best to prevent that from happening. So I'm Dalsu. If this is your first time on the channel, I sincerely hope you'll like and subscribe and do all that good YouTube stuff. Thanks, and I'll see you next time. Peace.